Thank you. And so I want to welcome everyone to this first community meeting for Bridging Tech. My name's Deanna Daubertine. I'm the executive director, and we will be using these meetings to inform you about our work and share opportunities for the community to inform what we're doing, to share their connections and ideas, and to get involved. So it is my great pleasure today on the 27th of October to introduce some key team members who are going to be leading this community meeting. It is a Wi-Fi pilot project update, and we are covering work that we have done in the San Francisco Bay Area. And we are active not only in the San Francisco Bay Area, but nationwide. So I will be turning this presentation and dialogue over to my esteemed colleagues, and I will be introducing them and sharing what they do with Bridging Tech, and then I'll let them take it from here on. So it is my great pleasure to introduce Tony Chun, who is the leader of the pilot project, and we're really delighted that Kobe has been a part of this. He's a student now at the University of Washington in Seattle, and his role is data analytics intern. So they will each share the part that they took on in this project. I'll turn it over to you now, Tony. Thank you so very much.
We'd like to acknowledge our partners in this effort. So as part of the Wi-Fi pilot project, we work with 3 nonprofit partners. That includes Global Impact Initiative, GII, located in Austin, Texas, Hamilton Families, located in San Francisco, Next Door Solutions for Domestic Violence, located in San Jose, and then Mobile Citizen, who is a nonprofit provider of devices for other nonprofits. And then my fellowship sponsors include CodeGenerate, again, formerly called Encore.org, along with Intel Corporation. Okay, so what the pilot project entailed, we provided, first of all, hardware. And so this included refurbished laptops, very nice mid-range business laptops that have been refurbished, along with 30 Franklin T10 hotspots. So I'll show this in a minute what that is. There it is. Provided 10 hotspots per partner. Each of these hotspots also included 1 year of service from T-Mobile at $10 per month. So this is unlimited data. And the total cost of each hotspot with the data plan was around $200 each. The hotspot shown here, this is the Franklin T10 mobile hotspot. This is obtained from Mobile Citizen, who is a nonprofit who provides connectivity for other nonprofits. And so they provided a pretty reasonable deal as far as the cost of the unit, along with the bandwidth that's available. Provides 10 megabits per second downlink and 10 megabits per second uplink. I did a lot of testing of the unit across the country. Well, wherever I traveled to, I carried a hotspot with me just to measure the data rate that I was getting. And so this gives you an idea of the size of the hotspot. So it's very small, very compact, connects to LTE on one side, the cellular network, and provides what's called Wi-Fi 5 on the other side to connect up your laptop. We also provided digital literacy training. So we had training materials available in English and Spanish. We also provided links to existing content in both English and Spanish on the setup process, how to troubleshoot issues, the basics of computer security and safety. And then finally, we put together a career night at Hamilton Families back in August, and we had presenters from Google Chrome, Microsoft, Code Tenderloin, and Farming Hope to present different career options for the residents at Hamilton Family. So very successful, very compelling stories, and great opportunity for them to understand different types of careers. And so this is a picture from the career night at Hamilton Families. And then customer support, I mentioned that it's essential that the families be able to contact someone to get help if they have a problem with their device, so with the Wi-Fi or with the laptop. And so we have a help email, we have a support page, we have a toll-free voicemail that they can contact, and we have a sticker on the back of our hotspot with all that information on it. We provide English and Spanish support with a target return rate of 24 hours to respond to any issues that come in. So we've solved a number of customer issues in that time frame. The last part, of course, is getting feedback from the participants. And so we had 3 questionnaires. We've launched 2 of these, June and September questionnaires. And really that's to get the usage and benefits of the devices from the families and the students. And that was sent through a Google form. We had that available in 3 languages, English, Spanish, and Pashto. We had separate versions for the students and their parents. Again, because we figured that both the students and parents are using the same laptop and Wi-Fi. And this was sent to the participants via the shelter staff.
My name is Kobe Chun. I'm currently a student at the University of Washington, and I came on to Bridging Tech about 4 months ago as a data analytics intern. And so now I'll share some of the results that we received from questionnaire one of the Wi-Fi pilot program. So just to reiterate some of what Tony said, the questionnaire was distributed as a Google form in June of 2023 in 3 languages. That'd be English, Spanish, and Pashto. We had separate sections for K through 12 students as well as adults, and the questionnaire officially closed on August 14th. So overall, we received a 57% response rate from the program participants, with 70% of the responses being adults and 30% being students. And so as far as analyzing the results of the questionnaire, we used 2 main pieces of software. So the first was Microsoft Excel, which we used for the data organization, cleaning, and analysis. So this would consist of things like organizing the short answer responses of the questionnaire and more simple things like calculating certain metrics like averages or percent frequencies. And the second piece of software we used was Microsoft Power BI, which we use for visualizing this data and analysis. And so you'll see the results of that visualization on the next slides. So here we have a dashboard of the K-12 student results. So these were the results from the students that answered the questionnaire. And so we'll start with, in the top left, we have 2 questions basically asking how the bridging tech technology, including the laptop and Wi-Fi hotspot, we asked the students how they believed that the technology would impact their educational goals, and we received a high score there. So I think this is very promising because it shows how to these students that we surveyed, the technology was very important for them and succeeding in school. And so we think that this is very promising. Additionally, we asked these students if they were interested in receiving tutoring for school. So we received a 66% response rate, which we also believed was very promising. We also saw that the students were confident using the internet and that they were using the internet for school. Additionally, we saw that the students were also checking their email, which we believe could be good because usually they would be using their emails for more productive activities. And then finally, we asked the students what courses they might be interested in. So we have a pie chart here with the most requested courses, such as the most requested being courses on how to be safe online, as well as how to search for information, such as using search engines. We also had interest in courses on GED and high school equivalency, getting started on computer, and getting introduced to using email. Next, we would have the results for the adult participants that answered the questionnaire. And so similarly to the K through 12 students, we asked them how their bridging tech technology would help them with their family goals, whatever those may be. And we also received a high score here, which we believe to be very promising, again, showing how the hotspot and the laptop were really benefiting these people. We also asked them if they were interested in training or mentoring, whether it be job or educational. We received about a 70% agreement on that one, which we believe to be very promising, showing how the participants wanted to sort of advance themselves. And we also received a high score when we asked them about if they were using the internet to search for job opportunities. And then, of course, similar to the students, we asked the adults any sort of courses they were interested in, the most popular of which being courses related to job related software training. So this would be things like learning how to use Microsoft Office or learning to use Zoom, with other courses such as accessing online health information or being safe online also being popular, as well as demand for other courses such as computer programming or English courses. Some additional adult results. Here in the top left, we have a bar chart showing the email checking frequency of the adults. And so for this bar chart, we learned that 75% of the adults we surveyed actually had emails, and of those adults with emails, 78% of them were checking their email more than 5 times a day, which we thought would be very promising again. We also learned that a majority of the adults were using the internet for telehealth medical appointments, which we felt was important because without this technology, they wouldn't have access to that. We don't know how limited their healthcare options might be. We also learned that the adults felt comfortable about keeping their information safe online, as well as using the internet to access their bank account. And then one question that we thought was very important was that about 90% of the adults we surveyed said that they would like to use their Bridging Tech technology to learn English, which we felt was very important, especially considering the population of refugees at the GII shelter. And then finally, in the bottom right, we can see that the participants were using the internet to connect with their family and community, which we thought was very important as well. Finally, for our questionnaire 2, which we released and are still working to analyze, we received many testimonials from participants. So many of the participants were saying things like how the program has been crucial for their professional career development and their children's homeschooling, as well as how they believe that Wi-Fi is important not only as a basic daily necessity, but for their work activity and for online classes, as well as that our program has been very helpful to them for training and securing a job.
So in summary, we know the K-12 students experiencing housing insecurity need laptops and Wi-Fi. This is repeatedly emphasized by our partners. And especially when the families leave the shelter, they would still need Wi-Fi. And so the cost and technical issues are barriers for them to use Wi-Fi once they leave the shelters. Using public hotspots in restaurants, etc., is problematic. You don't want to have a young student out at night trying to get Wi-Fi connections somewhere. And so mobile hotspots will fulfill this need. Again, emphasize that 8 out of 15 of the partners who responded did request these hotspots. And as a result, to learn further about this problem, we launched a Wi-Fi pilot project back in May. Again, delivering laptops and hotspots to our partners. Students think that the devices will help them meet their educational goals. That's shown in the questionnaire 1 results. Likewise, the parents think that devices will help them meet their family goals. So again, learning English, job training, job searching, etc. The students are using devices for school, which is great to hear that they are using it for school. And they're interested in receiving tutoring that'll help them with their education. And the parents, again, using devices for learning English, job searching, connecting with family and healthcare, and would like training and mentoring. So these are very promising outcomes from the first questionnaire that we did. Okay, and stay tuned for additional results from Bridging Tech in the coming months.